Hello, we are live. It is the Fulham phone in with me, Sammy. Huddersfield 1, Fulham 5. Oh my word. I absolutely cannot believe what I just witnessed there. I'm going to be taking some of your comments, taking some of your calls. Apologies in advance if you can't really hear me or whatever. I'm going to just be doing this by myself, freestyling a little bit. No one joining me today. So apologies if it's maybe not the slickest operation ever. Let's go to the phone lines. I think we already got someone there who's going to be talking to me. Who's on the phone?
Hi, Sammy. It's Dan.
Dan, how you doing?
Yeah, good. Thanks. Just sitting in the car park outside the John Smith at the moment.
Well, perfect. Welcome to the show, mate. Caller number 1. What are you thinking of the match, mate? I mean, that must have been heavenly to be at. I am so jealous I'm not there today.
Yeah, it was incredible. I thought the atmosphere was great. It was nice to be in an away game. I think everyone was revved up for it. But I thought today really it marked the start, I think, of this silver, hopefully, era. I think we saw what we can maybe start to expect from this Fulham team, what we've been missing for the past 2 years, which is an attacking threat, trying to get on the ball and trying to make things happen as opposed to possession for possession's sake. And it was just a joy to watch, even after going down to 10 men.
Yeah, I mean, what was the atmosphere like in the stadium, particularly the first 2 goals? Like the Mitrovic goal was weird, and then the Josh Onomah one was even weirder. I think like you guys at the other end didn't even celebrate for about 5 seconds because I don't think you guys even knew it hit the back of the net, did you?
We didn't have a clue. It was absolute silence. I think everyone thought that the keeper had dived on it or it had just sort of ended up in a bundle, and then suddenly all the boys raced over to the to the far post and just mobbed each other, and it sort of clicked then. And then there was a massive cheer when the 2 went up on the scoreboard because it was only then that it was definitely a goal.
Oh, I mean, absolute magic. I mean, I was a little bit worried when Wilson got sent off, although I didn't really think Huddersfield were going to score 2 goals. But for them to have like almost a couple of minutes later to go and tuck in number 4 and then later on tuck in number 5. I mean, that's got to be one of the best away days of all time. Going up to West Yorkshire early on in the season, scoring 5 in the sunshine. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, does it, Dan?
Oh, that's what I was saying to the family on the way out. I mean, struggling to think of some better days than that. Just the whole situation. I think the red card also just made it sweeter. Not that it wasn't a red card. I had a pure view of it, and it definitely was. It was stupid from Harry Wilson. But yeah. I think the fact that, and again, it's just to bring that life to the fans to see that. Yeah, we sort of consolidated and tried to slow the game down, but by no means did we try and see it out 3-1. We were lethal on the counter-attack and we were always looking for it, which was just amazing to see because, as people were saying in the stands, if it had been Parker at 1-0, we'd have shut up shop, let alone 3-1 and down to 10 men.
Yeah, absolutely astonishing. Well, look, Dan, I appreciate you calling from the car park. So get home safe and all of that. But yeah, I'm sure you lads will enjoy that trip a lot more than your regular away trip home, your away slog home from West Yorkshire.
Absolutely. Cheers, Sammy.
All right, Dan. Cheers for that. I think we've got another caller here who we can go to. Don't know the name, but I'm sure we'll find out very, very soon. Hello, caller. I think it's line 2. Who's that?
Hello, it's Tony, mate.
Tony, how you doing? What did you think of that?
Oh, mate. Oh, that's the best Fulham I've seen play in many years.
Unbelievable, wasn't it? I mean, are we getting carried away? Are we getting hyped up? Is it HMS Piss the League? Is Marco taking us all the way to the Champions League?
Well, who cares? We're top of the league.
Yeah, we're top of the league. 2 games in, doesn't matter. Do you think we're staying here, though?
You've
got to look at a performance like that today and just think, right, here we go. Millwall on Tuesday, rock on.
Yeah, and the thing is, when we went down to 10 men, I was not worried one bit.
No, nor was I. Nor was I, really. Like, I was a little bit, that could be. I was more worried about losing Harry Wilson for the next 2 games than actually what was going to happen in this game.
Would it be overturned?
I don't think so. So I was watching. Tony, were you watching on the telly? Were you there?
Yeah, no, I was watching telly.
I don't think that's overturnable, personally. I think it's harsh. I think it's harsh on Wilson. He gets absolutely clattered, but there is a small kick out, which it's almost like it's not a clear and obvious error for me. So I think it's probably going to stand against Wilson. But they absolutely lured us into the air all game and were really physical and sometimes over the top. And I don't think you can blame Wilson for having a little kick there when he gets absolutely slaughtered for no reason on the sideline.
Yeah, I know. And plus, we've got a happy Mitrovic now as well.
Yeah, a happy Mitrovic because he'll never score.
Finally.
He'll never score an easier or weirder goal in his life. What did you make of that?
I think he meant to try and just knock it somewhere, and it happened to be in the goal. I don't know. I mean, when he fell over, I thought, oh no, but then he just wobbled in. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, it was astonishing. And it could have been even more today. We missed a hatful of chances. Wilson hit the bar. There was that one where Wilson also like kind of spooned it wide. If this had been 6 or 7 today, I don't think Huddersfield could have had any complaints, could they?
Yeah, well, we'd missed a load of chances the first game as well. We just learnt our lesson, didn't we? So.
Yeah. And what's your thoughts on Cavallero? He comes in, scores 2. We got so many critics last year. Is this Cavallero?
Well,
is this him proving everyone wrong?
That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
Well, what do we do with him now? Do we start him or do we keep him coming off the bench? Because can you replace Carvalho? It'd be harsh, wouldn't it?
I don't know really. I think
unless he takes Wilson's place.
That's what I think. I think he's got to take Wilson's place on Tuesday against Millwall. You can't score 2 goals like that and not then get the start. I think the thing with Cavallero, right? We were all dead excited to sign him 2 years ago. He's a fantastic player. He just had a rough year last year in the Premier League. And you look at that final game where he spooned that chance against Newcastle. He was devoid of confidence, but the confidence is back. And a happy, fit, firing Cavallero is an asset to us. We can't just look at last year and see him as some dead player because he's way more than that.
Yeah, and plus, didn't Decadova get 3 assists?
I know he got 2 in the first half. Did he get? Yeah, he must.
I think it was 3. Yeah, he got 3 assists. I mean, what we do with him?
I was a little bit worried going into this game. I look at this lineup and think, we are a little bit thin attacking wise, and I still think we're a little bit thin in midfield. But
yeah.
I mean, when you can take off players like Anguissa off the bench, and who knows whether he'll stay? But
incredible, isn't it? It's so incredible.
I mean, it seems like a mad time.
I mean, it's like we're cheating.
It does feel like we're cheating. But Tony, do you think we still need to sign a couple more players?
I think we're light going forward, yeah, but I think everywhere else I'm happy with.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Oh, indeed.
I mean, if Muniz comes in, I think we're set.
Well, it looks like he is, isn't he? He's on the plane. He's in Spain, enjoying his quarantine, no doubt. He probably watched that with a pina colada on the terrace, thinking,
"Oh, he's loving it. He's loving it. Yeah.
I could do a bit of this. I fancy a bit of this." Huddersfield winning 5-1 away. Tony, have a wonderful evening. Yeah.
Cheers, mate. You too, mate.
All right. Keep your calls coming in. I'm going to be live for the next kind of 5-10 minutes. 0131 381 1879 if you fancy just getting involved and giving your thoughts today. Let's go through some of your comments. I haven't even got to any of those yet. Matthew Dale asked the question, how did Seri play? I thought he was okay. I don't think he set the world alight. I thought he looked a little bit off the pace at times. There was one moment in the second half where I mean, someone just needed to shout man on to him, to be fair. He got a little bit let down by his teammates. I thought there's some tidy passing in there, but you can tell he hasn't really played proper football in 2 years, really. I still think he could be an asset, and if we can keep him, then all the better. Let's go through some of your other comments as well. Joel McInnes, Cav is a solid championship player. If he plays well, he could end up starting over Wilson, Reed or Carvalho. Good to have competition up top. It's the difficulty for Cavallero, isn't it, really? Like, I think he played well, but then you see that statement there. Can he start over Wilson, Reed and Carvalho? Reed brings so much to this team. Yes, he's not absolutely burning with pace, although he's not slow either. And Wilson is so dangerous. And Carvalho, again, fantastic. So it's hard to see where Cavallero fits in. But look, he's probably got 2 or 3 games. I don't exactly know how long Wilson is suspended for. I assumed that's an automatic 3-game suspension, but I'm sure someone in the comments will tell me that it's 2. I've seen 2 online as well. Let's Joel McKinnon also says, I'd take Silva over Parker just because he plays Mitrovic. I think Mitrovic was back to his best today. He was bullying that defense, and that, you know, he needed a goal. And you sometimes say it as a cliche, like he needs one to go on off his arse or whatever. And literally, apart from it was his arm today, that is exactly what happened. So hopefully that does just give him a world of confidence. Still celebrated it though, like a true striker. Keep your calls coming in. 0131 381 1879. I'm just going to go through some of the best comments as well. There's loads here. Thanks so much for getting involved today. This is a bit impromptu from me. Championship teams are just going to try and maul us because they can't keep up with us. It's their best plan to unsettle and distract us. I think that's going to be one of our biggest challenges this year. You look at how Huddersfield played. I think there's going to be so many more teams like it. I'm hoping actually Millwall, although it will be a boisterous atmosphere on Tuesday. Don't get me wrong. I'm hoping that it's not quite as bad as it has been in the Borough and the Huddersfield games. But yeah, I am slightly concerned that is what teams will try and do just to live with us. And there could be a risk of injuries. And I think we're going to really need a deep squad to rotate, because the way they were trying to tackle Carvalho in the second half, for me particularly, was a bit of a disgrace. There was one where they pulled him on the back of the shirt like that. It was like Saka in the Euros all over again. But if that's the only way that they can live with us, then I guess we're going to have to learn with ways to deal with it. And the best teams always do. Let's do a couple more comments as well. Let's have a look through here. I mean, was that Bobby Reid's best game for Fulham? Arguably, Carl. I mean, to get any game to get 3 assists has got to be right up there. I mean, I think Bobby Reid pulled some very impressive performances in the Premier League. You think back to that Leicester game where he started at right wing back, where he was sensational. He also played really well in that Liverpool game at home last year. I think that in a weird way, they were more impressive because of the caliber of opponent they were against. But yeah, you score, you get 3 assists like that away from home. I always think Bobby Reid is an asset to this team. I think Mitrovic feeds off him as well. So yeah, definitely. Fab2 sent, our corners were absolutely brilliant. We are improving on the essentials. I'm loving this new attacking football, Fulham. I think that is a lot to be said. It was a lot of short corner step. It's so much faster, zippier. There's attacking intent every time we get forward, and the cutbacks as well. We're always looking to get to that byline. I think we're in for a sensational season. Look, I think there could be a couple of games. You look to the defensive laps that Fulham had from their corner. Also, there was the I mean, Huddersfield really could have been 1-0 up. I need to see what happened in that first couple of minutes again. But that is a potential weak spot for us, is actually defending corners. And I think there might be a couple of games we lose 3-2 this season because it's absolute madness. But hey, I'd rather that than the way we went up under Parker, where it was go 1-0 up and hold on and put 8 men behind the ball. Jeffrey Landrum, how impressive was young Josh Onuma? The kid loves Fulham and it shows. I fully agree, Jeffrey. I think Josh Onuma was really on his A game. I thought he was good against Middlesbrough. There's a lot of people that didn't think it was that impressive. I think he faded in that Middlesbrough game, but yeah, I thought he was excellent today as well. And Samuel FFC talking about Bobby's second assist, the nutmeg in the box, was unbelievably good. We'll keep your comments coming in. There's going to be plenty more reaction here on Fulhamish. I just thought I'd do a quick video because it was such a sensational game. It felt churlish not to come on here and talk about it. We did discuss this earlier, but probably worth reiterating again because you might have missed it at the beginning. Finley Williams' thoughts on the red card. My personal view is it is a red card. I've seen people on Twitter disagreeing with me or saying it's harsh. I think it's really harsh, and I think it's an awful challenge. I think it's Colwyn for Huddersfield that makes the challenge, and I think there was plenty where that was from this afternoon by Huddersfield. But look, I think you kick out like that, you give the referee a decision to make. Either one of the referee or the linesman saw it. And that's why I just don't think it can be overturned. I think it's really, really harsh, but one of those where I think you have to put your hands up and say, look, if you're going to kick out of players, you give the referee a decision to make. And it's a real blow losing Harry Wilson. Look, we're all confident and buoyant today, but that's a really tough Millwall game that we have on Tuesday. He'll almost certainly be suspended for that, probably suspended for the Hull game afterwards as well. And look, Hull are also going to be a difficult team to beat next Saturday. They're full of confidence after winning League One. I don't know how they got on today. Did they get battered by QPR? I think they did. Still, it's still not going to be that easy. So I think it's going to be a real loss to lose Harry Wilson. I think he's going to be one of our, if not our most key players this season. Thank you for all your comments about the stream as well. It's been really nice to just hop on and do it today. Come on, you Whites, go have whatever you're drinking, a gin and tonic, a beer, a rum and coke, straight tequilas, whatever it is. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Fulham have scored 5 away from home, and I believe, I haven't double checked, we're top of the league, so you can't get much better than that on a sunny Saturday down here in the south of England. So wherever you are around the world, thank you very much, lads, and come on, you Whites. Can't find the end thing. Bye.